I don't think I'm learned enough to discuss those things. It ain't got no gas in it. No gas in what? The god of wine, the wine and pleasure. Yeah. Yeah, like the Dionysus celebration was like drunken revelry. Like a Dionysus, Dionysus art, Dionysus in the art sense is that the event is the art. So like to celebrate Dionysus, you'd build a giant phallus, you'd get drunk on wine, you'd bang some drums and walk through town. That was a Dionysus event, and the event was the party was the art. That's why I don't feel that I fall under the Dionysus side of things, from what I remember. Yeah, it's very lifelike. Yeah, I I'm going to have to one day. There'll be I'll rig something up and it'll speak. It'll speak in a booming voice. Yeah, the 60s and 70s were a Dionysus cult. Yeah. What's the opposite? There's the two polars. What are the two? There's Dionysus. What's the other one? Somebody look it up on the internet. I'm sure no. There's the two opposing. What's the other one? Put a bust of myself. Yeah. Just on the toilet. Actually, it's funny. I was talking to some stonemasons, and they were telling me they were working on this really fancy mansion, and they were doing a full marble bathroom, and they were just laughing, like, because I was like, man, stonemasonry is such a like an old job, like, because I was talking about guitar building and they were masons, and we were just like, yeah, it's like it goes back a long time, and they were like, yeah, it doesn't matter what century you're in, rich people always have to poo in a marble cave, you know. Like, doesn't matter if it was the Roman era or the modern era, that's what they need. That's what they need in their bathrooms, marble. Anyway. No, I know, but there was the kind of antithesis to Dionysus, the two types of metaphorical kind of ethos. I'm really rusty. I'm not very good with like Greek. Like I know a little bit, enough to like say certain things, but I'm not going to tell you guys. There is. I do remember. There's a certain style of dial. That's what it is, because the Greeks love the dialogue, and so a lot of times the dialogues would be like two gods arguing and debating, and it would each present. So it's like the dialogue between Dionysus and something else. As two opposing viewpoints, the hedonism and the austere, the left and the right. There's always the two uh, opposites. It's been around since the Greek times, everybody. Nothing's changed. Anyway, the only thing that's changed is we have electric guitars now instead of what are those things called? Apollyon. Leslie knows. That's it. The Apollonian. Apollo and Dionysus. That's it. The dialogue. The Apollo and and Dionysus. That's it. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah. It's not really, that's the thing about, there's like the Greek mythology, but then the philosophy, the kind of philosophy behind it, it's more about kind of like ideas personified. And so it's hard to explain. It's like certain gods, like I was saying, like Dionysus and all those, would be certain concepts that they would personify. They didn't deify hedonism necessarily, but it was personified into a like a god concept. Like this is the god of that, but it was contained within that as like an idea. From what I understand of that ancient Greek thought. Anyway, I gotta do some stuff. It's not history lesson time, because I'm not qualified to speak on such things. And I know if somebody who actually did know those things, they'd be like, Hank doesn't really know what he's talking about. So go somewhere else, watch a YouTube video about it or something. The bottom line, I got a bust. It's a big brain. You know who else had a bust? Socrates. Think about it. Aristotle. Plato. Those are the people with busts. Hank Budd. I'll tell you what's up. Anyway, where are those? Hey, Mary, you just sharpened those chisels the other day. Perfect timing. I need those chisels. What happened to them? Are they on the table?